Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Stellar Toad, and today I'm going to talk about the Soul Star Chakra. Except I have to explain something. Chakras do not exist, okay? They are a fallacy. And there is a reason for that. They do exist, but they don't exist. And I mean that, okay? You don't need to know where every chakra is. You don't need to know the colors of every chakra. You just need to know the states of mind. You don't need to know the places where the chakras are either. Okay? You just need to know states of mind. You need to be first. That's the first thing you need to do when you're getting interested in spirituality is basically understand reality. That seems like a pretty tough task, but I mean the most obvious form of reality, which is the physical one, okay? The most obvious form of reality. You need to understand this physical reality, okay? Ground yourself to the earth, not just to the planet Earth, but to this third dimension, okay? That's the root chakra, grounding yourself, right? And then after that, those other states of mind correlating to each chakra, then you open those chakras by escalating your state of mind. Except here's the thing, most people do that wrong. You see, this is a graph of the variation between chakra light, chakra wavelengths, okay? Or states of consciousness. This is a chart of consciousness. When people are trying to get into spirituality, they put themselves here, which is their ego mind. That's their mind, their physical self. And in order to ascend, they raise themselves up to here, which is basically ego death. If they can do that, they raise themselves to ego death. But now they're off balance. The chart is down here, and they're all the way up here, and oh, it falls over. Because they're not balanced. And balance is not stopping in the middle of the chart. That's just doing half a job. So how is it even possible, then, to ascend or reach balance? Well, it's like this. Yep, okay. You're down here, right? This is your consciousness. And then you're up here. This is also your consciousness. And it's the same place, okay? Interchangeable. So it's basically spreading your consciousness across the entire scale of chakra thought patterns, okay? What I'm saying is you don't want your consciousness to be completely in the crown or soul star chakra. You don't want it to be completely outside of the universe and divine. You want it to be physical. You want your consciousness to be physical in this reality, okay? But you also want it to be divine and outside of the universe. Your mind is capable of being in both places. Okay, now I'm going to tell you a story. Someone commented they wanted to hear about my awakening. So, basically, this is how everything went down. I was clicking on what I thought was a Dang Matt Smith video, but it turned out it was a Ryan Cropper video. I didn't look at the thumbnail very well. So anyway, then this guy started talking, and I got like really interested. So I started watching Ryan Cropper's other videos, okay? So then, I decided I wanted to start meditating. So then I started meditating. And then about a month after I started meditating and getting into spirituality, right when I just turned 12, I got into a really, really weird state of mind, and I understood like everything. I understood that the universe was a dream, and it wasn't real, it was an illusion, basically. And I was totally convinced of that. I knew it was real. I knew what I was knowing was real. And basically, I got talked out of that state of mind within the matter of one day. And the reason for that is because I did the same thing everyone does. I went from here to here and fell over. Okay? That's what happens every time you try to take that path. What I should have been doing is grounding myself to reality, physical reality. And I should have been doing this. After I grounded myself to physical reality, then I should have been raising my consciousness to whatever you called up there. And basically, it just turned 2020, and I'm in that state of consciousness again, except it's not as lucid now, and it's because I'm still grounded to reality. I understand reality. I came here to have an experience. I incarnated to have an experience. I have a life purpose. There's a reason I'm here. And trying to ascend without keeping yourself grounded to physical reality is a lot like this. You turn on a video game, and you want to play that video game. But instead of playing that video game, you have the controller in your hands, which is your body. And you're moving it and stuff, but you're over looking at other stuff because you don't really want to play the game. That's not what you're trying to do, okay? The whole thing is being in both places at once, being physical and divine at the same time, okay? Everything is about balance, and it takes place on all dimensions, okay? Separation and duality takes place on all dimensions, not just the third dimension, which is the dimension of separation and duality. But, okay, this is the thing. You're trying to be in every dimension at once. That's the point, okay? You're existing consciously within every dimension. And that's what you're trying to do by ascending, okay? That was a very late ascending. Anyway, so you're not trying to shed your ego or have an ego death. That's not what you're trying to do. What you're trying to do is stay grounded to reality at the same time as you're having an ego death. Okay, so you're maintaining your ego, and you're keeping it fully intact, because that's what you're supposed to do. You can't just get rid of your ego. That's insane. You can't get rid of your mind. Otherwise, you'll lose your mind, okay? That's basically obvious. But it wasn't. So that's why I'm saying it in this video. It wasn't obvious, but it's obvious now to me. So, basically, all I'm saying is you need to stay grounded in reality at the same time as you're ascending, okay? Everything is about balance. So, you know, I reached that state of mind when I was 12, and now I'm in that state of mind again, except I'm still in reality. And that's your soul star chakra. So you can't actually reach the soul star chakra while you're, if you're trying to ascend this way rather than this way, it's impossible to reach the soul star chakra because you've negated it. So when I've started to ascend this way, now I've reached something called the soul star chakra, which is life purpose, and the reason you started the video game up in the first place. So, yeah. So basically that's how my awakening kind of went, is basically I clicked on the wrong YouTube video expecting to see something funny. It turned out to blow my mind, and then after it blew my mind, I learned more about it, and I had a very temporary and disbalanced ego death, which I got talked out of in the matter of a day, which was the ego death falling over very quickly. And then I was all upset because, oh, why did I let her talk me out of it, you know? But it was because I lost my mind temporarily. That's not that's not a negative thing, okay? I'm not saying that negatively, it's oh, I lost my mind, I went crazy, blah. No, it's not like that. I lost my mind, as in I lost my ego when I was off balance, which is the reason I got talked out of it so easily. Okay? And I was upset about that for a while. Okay? But then, now that I've actually begun to ascend this way, I'm not upset about it, because I would have basically been playing the video game looking over at the wall like that if I didn't get talked out of it. And I basically would have lost my mind. Basically. So basically. Wow, I say that a lot. Yeah, so that's your soul star chakra. It's the chakra of balance, which exists in every plane. Yin and yang exist on every plane, all the time, okay? So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed that video. This is Star Toad. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment. I hope that made sense to you. And I was telling you about the quoted awakening thing because someone commented that they would like to hear the story of my awakening. So, yeah, it actually is pretty funny that I was trying to click on a dang Matt Smith video. I watched a Ryan Cropper video, started meditating. Had a fake ego death that I was salty about for a long time because I got out of that state of mind. And now I'm here, basically. So, hope you enjoyed that video. Leave a like, subscribe. Yeah, I already said all that. So, subscribe and leave a comment.